We have 3 fragrances here from Repeat One. Let's check them out. Let's talk about the presentation first. The bottle comes off this 30 ml Aqua di Gio inspired bottle with a sticker that is 3D, which is surprising. Most brands just place a sticker and call it a day. Unfortunately, Historia only comes off with the box, and here's the box. It's a hard box that slides open, and you have here this card which lists all of the notes of the fragrance. Let's start first with Zephyr. This is a hybrid inspired of Sauvage Eau de Toilette and Eau de Parfum. This opens up very citrusy and fresh spicy. As you settle down on your skin, you have this lavender and pepper combo, although may pagka-green siya for me. And the lavender is more prominent compared to the spices, meaning they're toned down. On the dry down, you still have some of the spices and lavender, but they're accompanied with a little bit hints of sweetness. And may pagka-earthy or green siya, which I was talking about earlier. For performance, I get around 7 hours of longevity on my skin with a moderate projection for 2 hours. The Sauvage DNA is very versatile in my opinion, so meaning Zephyr is versatile too. This can work at the office, at school, at the gym, at dates, at formal events. You can wear this dressing up or dressing down. In my opinion, this can work anywhere. Next we have here is Enchant. This is inspired of BR540 by MFK. So this opens up with a lot of bitter almond and saffron in the opening, and you get a little bit of amberwoods and spiciness in the mids. As it dries down, you have this sugar cotton candy vibe, although wala yung pagka-metallic vibe nyo or burnt sugar vibe, which I really prefer. Most BR540 clones are inspired of has that, meaning they're closer, but this is taking another route, or it's more of like trying to do its own thing. Although it still has that BR540 DNA, the ambroxan, the metallic vibe, or the burnt sugar vibe is very toned down. Meaning, this is very fresh compared to your typical BR540, which is headache-inducing, very synthetic, and very sweet. I get around 8.5 hours of longevity on my skin with a moderate projection for 2 hours. Lastly, we have here is Hysteria. So, this is an inspired of Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramare. But in my opinion, this is more similar to Afnan's 9pm. I'll explain why. So off the top, you have this apple, pear, and lavender combo, which after 9pm utilizes, compared to Jean Paul Gaultier's Ultramale, which it only uses pear. Meaning, after 9pm is more fruitier and juicier off the top. In my opinion, this is one of the freshest Ultramale, since it's more of like 9pm, but this is the freshest Ultramale DNA I've ever tried. You get a lot of aromatics in the background. When you spray it on your skin, you really get that minty aromatic, which is present in the visual Lemale or in Ultramale. In Ultramale, you get that hints of Lemale DNA, which I absolutely love. Sadly, none of the Ultramale clones inspired of really replicated it, but this, it's somewhat replicated it. As it dries down, you have this bubblegummy, sweet, amber-like scent on the dry down, which is very sweet and traditional, but here it's really toned down. It still has that bubblegummy sweet aspect, but it's really toned down. So basically, Hysteria is a fresher inspired of Ultramale. Despite being a fresher take on Ultramale, the performance is still great in my opinion. The performance, I get around 8 to 9 hours of longevity on my skin with a moderate projection for 2 hours. Usually, I would say that this would be great for clubbing, date nights, and formal events, but since it's a fresher take on Ultramale, this can work also at daytime use as long as it's air conditioned. Don't get me wrong, it's still fresh, but it's still sweet, guys, so you still can't use this if it's very hot. If you're planning to use this on high heat, just tone it down. Or if your classroom or your workplace has aircon or it's air conditioned, then you can definitely wear this fragrance at that occasion. What do you guys think? Are these fragrances from Repeat One is worth it? In my opinion, they're worth it since they've made this unwearable DNAs in our climate very wearable.